Moscow warns of escalation after Ukraine told it can hit Russia.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russia has accused NATO and the US of provoking a new level of tension, after the US and Germany became the latest allies to let Ukraine's military use Western-supplied weapons to strike targets inside Russia. A Berlin spokesman said Germany was convinced Ukraine had the right to defend itself from Russia, especially from cross-border attacks on its second-largest city Kharkiv. German government spokesman Stefan Hebestreit said on Friday that Berlin was jointly convinced that Ukraine had the right to defend itself from Russian attack. Germany has not yet given Ukraine its powerful Taurus missiles, whereas the UK has provided Storm Shadow missiles and France has handed over its Scalp cruise missiles. Denmark is due to hand over 19 F-16s to Ukraine over the summer, and Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen made clear this is not a carte blanche for Ukraine to use the F-16 to make arbitrary attacks into Russia. The Netherlands has avoided making any clear declaration on F-16s. Foreign Minister Henk Bruinslot merely confirmed that the Dutch government would allow Ukraine to use arms on Russian soil if it's in full self-defense, in line with the United Nations Charter. Belgium's Alexander De Croo ruled out allowing Ukraine to use its F-16s over Russia when he met President Zelensky earlier this week.
This post received a score of 8,200, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Escalate to where? Ukraine? It annual threatening time, I guess.
Weekly.
Daily.
Hourly.
They really should just put a bot on the Kremlin website to post nuclear threats as fast as they can. They're very good at trolling online.
Except people would be cheaper than bots in Russia, I'd imagine.
Do not attack us, like we are attacking you. Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. Thy name is Russia.
Why are they so afraid of NATO weapons while claiming Russian weapons are superior?
The duality of the Russian mind.
The struggle of living simultaneously with a superiority and a victim complex.
I'm working through the book, Churchill, Walking with Destiny, by Andrew Roberts. Very good book. I wrote this quote down last night. It immediately made me think of Ukraine, the West, and the struggle with Russia. For good or ill, right or wrong, in war you must know what you want and what you mean, and hurl your whole life and strength into it and accept all hazards inseparable from it. Churchill.
Ah yes, Moscow warns.
Moscow warns that if you don't donate all your life savings to the Russian army within the next 2 hours through Bitcoin, Sonic is gonna come lick your ass at 3 a.m.
Greater than Sonic is gonna come lick your ass at 3 a.m. Does his tongue go as fast as his feet? Asking for a friend.
I heard it was like one of those reciprocating hand saws.
He's going to tongue punch my fart box?
Greater than, they are in every possible way provoking Ukraine to continue this senseless war. Refresh my memory. Who started this senseless war? Who could stop it at any time by withdrawing back to their own country? The bluster doesn't even make sense anymore. My favorite quote of the whole article. The lack of self-awareness is staggering.
It's just part of propaganda, my dude.
I know, man, but it's still pathetic, innit?
This requires further escalation? ?
The situation remains highly fluid and uncertain, with the potential for further escalation as both sides continue to trade threats and warnings. ?
Ara, give up retaliating.
Escalation from what? Bomb the fuck out of Ukraine with Iranian and North Korean missiles with impunity, but feel it is escalation if Ukraine defends itself by targeting Russian territory with NATO weapons. Just do it. No more pandering and tiptoeing around Putin.
Probably attacking more civilians since they can't at least fight back, lol. That or IDK if there is still some war crime Russia hasn't broken yet that they could. Just to tick off that as well from their list. They haven't gassed any civilians recently, so they could do that. They shouldn't, but when has that ever stopped them?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.